All right, we're back at it. I'm your host, Brandon Marshall, and today we have a legend in the building. If you know speed, if you know game changers, if you know ball, then you know CJ2K, Chris Johnson, one of the best to ever do it, one of the best to ever touch the field. And for me, he's done something that I feel is one of the hardest things to do in all of sport, and that's to exceed 2,000 yards on the ground. Mm-hmm. Chris Johnson, welcome to the film room.
What's up?
Before we get going, there's a couple things we gotta go through, right? Mm-hmm. So today we set up film. It's 2009 season when you went over 2,000 yards. Right. One of the most legendary moments we've ever seen in our game. I say it's one of the hardest things to do in all the sports because there's only been how many running backs to do it, and two, name them.
It's been 9.
Very good, that's right, that's correct. Mm-hmm. 9 running backs have done it. Can you name them all?
OJ, Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, Barry Sanders, myself, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. I mean,
you're missing one.
Terrell Davis.
You already said him.
I did.
It was your era.
Adrian.
There you go. Yeah, good job. Good job.
You got all of them.
Yeah.
AP, that's really good. That's a whole conversation right there. What came up for me was like the way you rattled them off. Is that like a fraternity? Like, is that like a special community that y'all create?
It is. We need to do something more than what we do right now. So 9 of us in the history of football. So I think I know Terrell Davis was trying to do something at one point, but it didn't go anywhere. But it's something we need to do. But 2,000 yards, that's tough to do.
That's right. It's extremely tough. All right. The other thing that we got to hit. I mean, we sat in these rooms for a long time.
Yeah. Hey, we got to bring you back though. I want to bring you back. Now you did this one time when you first came in. But we're going to start us our own tradition over here at I Am Athlete. Okay. When we do it again. Okay. Right. We need the name, school, and the signing bonus.
Gotta have it.
I need your best joke. I need the best joke. I need a little piece of that song. Yeah. Come on. Hey, you got to stand up with it, see?
Yeah. Name, school, and the signing bonus.
Yeah. Bro, we in the film room.
All right. We got East Carolina, Chris Johnson. East Carolina signing bonus. I'm trying.
You remember your signing bonus.
First round, 24th pick.
Because I remember. Because I was like, dinner on him.
First round, 24th pick. Boy, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Boy, he got the tables and everything.
I think my signing bonus was probably like $3 million or something like that.
$3 million? Boy, that's a nice start. That's how they do it, boy. Hey, let me hold some. Hey, Christmas time, we know who's coming with the gifts.
Yeah.
You said $3 million?
Yeah, like $3 million.
What you did with it?
I don't even remember.
I remember. What's the first thing
you remember?
Y'all remember the first thing y'all bought?
At one point, his rookie year, Chris had about 6-7 cars, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I was a car guy, so I used to like cars. So like within my first 6 years, I probably had every car that you can name.
Worst investment, best investment before we get into
investment, I'd probably say jewelry.
Jewelry.
Best investment, house.
You still got
why
a
you say the jury though? Why you say the jury though?
I got one chain on right now, so like, back then I done bought so much jewelry, I don't even know where it's at.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He said I bought so much jewelry, I don't even know where it's at.
That's real.
Best investment.
You know what I'm saying? You lose it, all type of shit. Like, house. Yeah.
You got a nice house out there in Orlando. All right, let's get into it. So set us up, tee us up, bro. Like, we partner with the NFL and YouTube where we can take the film, which is so valuable, and create whatever we want to create with it. And my team brought in my film and it was like, yeah, B, this is some of the stuff we can do. And I found myself just reminiscing on like everything that not only went into that play, but the whole moment around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really just want you to take us through this 2009, like these highlights of some of the biggest and best plays of the year for you, but anything that comes up.
Yeah.
Right? So take us through it, bro. We can hit play.
So on this play right here, we had just played Pittsburgh the year before, the game before the playoffs or whatever. So I half stepped in the end zone on Troy Polamalu. So this game, like this first game of the year of the next season or whatever. So I knew he was gonna be trying to come after me right there. That's why when I stepped out right there, he still hit me. Yeah.
Hey, but look at that cutback though.
Yeah,
bro.
but I knew they didn't want me to get to the outside. So anytime we ran outside zone, the defense was gonna flow.
So you said that's why he hit you. You're sending a statement.
Yeah, he was sending a statement.
See, that's what I love about this, bro. Is like you never know when we watch the film, you don't know what the story behind the story.
Right.
I like that cutback
Right
though.
there.
Yeah, you want to talk ball.
Yeah. You see, I'm saying, I'm looking at that cutback like the vision, because that ain't be, it don't be there like think about it like Chris, like when we was Jets, and you know when we played Little League football, you know our coach say, hey, hit the hole.
Yeah, hit the hole.
You gotta hit that hole, but it's just some stuff you can't teach. Like right there, like look at that, like he telling if you a robot,
Yeah.
you gonna run right into that tackle. You
Right.
ain't even seeing that.
Right.
You feel me? Like how you seen that?
The film study.
Yeah.
Knowing what the defense gonna do.
Yeah.
All right, week 2 versus the Texans, bro. 197.
Ooh,
This your best game.
Nah.
No.
Two times. How many yards you had in this game?
197.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was our draw play right there. It was crazy that we ran it because we practiced it all year with Vince Young. We got Kerry Collins there. So we used to do that because Vince had the running threat. But we still ran it with Kerry and it still opened up.
So you was probably going into the game like, I don't think this is going to hit.
Not really, because I knew for a fact that they DNs like to run upfield.
Yeah,
So
JJ
look
Watt
at
there.
defense, throw them and go.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
But Chris, I look at this play, bro. You go untouched, right? So is that a big credit to your O-line too?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely big credit, but once you got in the open, you can't get caught.
hey, look, bro. When did you realize you were just faster than everybody? Cause bro, you know, like
High school.
in high school.
Yeah, high school.
Was it on the football field or on the track?
Track.
Track. Chris is running.
Track.
Chris running like 10-2 and 100.
Yeah.
Track, yeah.
100%.
Definitely track.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You the reason why everybody know about ECU. Ain't know who
Yeah.
ECU was until
Ain't
it
no
came out
way
of
you see
ECU.
what I got there.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5. Oh, so now you out there.
This play is crazy because early in the we used to run this play in practice, and both skates paid me $1,000. I went and catch it in the game, and no DB came with me.
Easy money.
Yeah. Easiest money I ever made in my
So
life.
this ain't no trick play or nothing.
Nah,
they just left you on the cover.
So we started in our formation. I motioned out to the our wide, and nobody came with me.
See, that's what I love about this. The stories
bust.
behind the story. He said it ain't about the play, the strategy.
Yeah.
In practice, Bo, shout out to Bo, tight end,
Yeah.
came in with me. $1,000 gone.
Right, $1,000.
$1,000.
He was pissed.
Too easy.
Nobody guarding.
Probably was like, ain't no, come on, bro,
Go
run it back, bro. Ain't nobody guarding
you
you.
don't see the linebacker. Go back, look at the linebacker. Look at him.
But you wouldn't
He
even
ain't
know
even-
from the film. You wouldn't even know that he started an eye, but you can see it. He lined him back
Look,
up.
they
at receiver.
confused though.
Right.
Is that?
That's awesome. 2009, too,
That's
JJ Watt there.
Called him freebies.
Is that Christian?
The head coach now, D'Amico.
D'Amico Ryans was there.
D'Amico Ryans was there.
Jonathan Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, here we go.
3rd and 11.
And, that was our trap play. I came
ain't
through the
gonna lie,
line,
that
I
cut
felt
back
my
dead.
lineman right there next to me, and then I seen the safety. So I knew if I just stole the lineman by the safety, he got to move out the way.
So here's the thing, and y'all know this, right? We all
He
play
was
ball.
pulling. Yeah.
You are speaking about the game so casually. I'm so juiced, and I wish everybody watching this can feel what I feel, see what I see. But like you remember this moment.
Yeah.
You understand, like the recall.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Like you remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
Nah, I remember it like yesterday.
Mike, there's plays that, like when you watch your film, you probably feel the same way. Like, oh, I remember like why I put that shoelace in the way I put the shoelace in.
Yep,
I
exactly.
remember when I changed my cleats.
Yeah.
I remember all of that. Get up out of there. Look at that.
Gone.
The lineman don't even know you setting it up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Kenny Britt.
Kenny Britt.
Locked down field
Kenny,
all the time.
bro.
Without Kenny Britt, I don't go for 2,000.
Say that again.
Without Kenny Britt, I don't go for 2,000.
Yeah, it's that extra effort.
Yeah.
Explain.
That's what they don't
You
see.
look
though.
at all the film, Kenny Britt downfield blocking.
Right there. That's a good one.
When
That's
Kendall
good.
Wright was on y'all team?
But not this year.
Okay.
That's good. Snow game.
No
No
game.
game.
Another third down.
Yeah, we got blew out this game, but you know it's another hometown rival with Brandon Merriweather.
Mm.
Yeah, it was on this team.
Apaka.
Yeah, Parker. So we got blew out this game, but it's always better for the offensive player when it's bad weather. I know when I'm gonna stop and go.
Was it
The defense don't.
was it cold at ECU?
It was cold, but not like this.
I was about to say how your
Nah,
transition
man.
was when you went to Tennessee with that snow.
Boy, I didn't. But I only played in one snow game. Like it snowed in Tennessee, but not like that. It get cold though.
Is this your coldest game you played in right here?
Nah, who I played? I played against Minnesota before they had the dome.
Cold.
No. I think that's when
college.
they knocked
got-
it down. They had to play outside of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like
that's the
Minnesota
coldest-
University.
No, in the league,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh,
yeah.
well, y'all played at the. No, you played at the.
We played before they had the dome.
Oh yeah.
I thought they was always in the dome.
Yeah, I wish, boy. Then when I went to Jets and we played out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then Chicago. I hate
Cold,
Chicago.
man. Chicago cold.
Why?
It's cold and that wind
And
don't
they
stop
feel.
blowing.
Yep.
And the field is hard as hell. You like,
So,
man, this
so you
wood.
saying you got an advantage in the snow games like
Yeah, in the
this? You
snow
think
game,
offense
yeah.
got advantage?
Yeah. Cause you know when you gonna start, they don't.
Out of there.
What was your best attribute? Because I see right here, obviously speed, but then I see a lot of vision.
I think my vision. A lot of people say my speed. Is for me, that was cool, but I feel like my agility and make people miss. Cause you really ain't gonna use the speed until you get to the open field.
Yeah. Which a lot of times you may go a couple weeks and never hit top end speed.
Right.
Well, it was different for you. I don't know. But it's like they knew they was giving you the ball. Like
Right.
you go to Tennessee, Chris is getting the ball. Like how he go for 2,000? It made no sense to me. And you know what's most legendary about this season, Mike? And you can pause it here, bro. Towards the end of the season, maybe you talk through that.
Yeah.
I think you needed the last couple games, like 100 and something, 100 and something. Like we talking about big games. It's hard for
135 or 40 or something like that.
everybody know they getting the ball.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can talk through that because Saquon, all the guys go through it. Those last couple games,
but
you can
with Saquon, you got two number one receivers on the outside.
Yeah.
You ain't had that.
We ain't got that. We got Kerry Collins.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody 8, 9 in the box. The goal was to stop me. And it's just the O-line.
O-line was that
O-line and
good.
Kenny Britt down there blocking. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, now this versus Jaguars, bro. You felt like you had to go a little bit harder because you was playing.
Yeah,
on the
you
other
already know
side.
we used to talk trash. All while we training in the off season, we used to bet every year. Cause we know me and brother, like it's crazy. Was in the same division in high school, in the same division in the league.
And college.
And college.
Yeah, and college. Yeah,
Yeah.
and college.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we used to bet. Starting all the way from high school to college and pros, it was crazy.
I remember Chris used to have his, the DBs at ECU call my phone and just harassing me the night before the game.
Yeah.
So I used to be cool. So during pregame, I used to go over there while they warming up. That shit can't say you tonight.
Yeah.
It can't say you tonight.
You do some battles, man.
Yeah.
228, boy. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of yards in one
that's
game.
Yeah.
He's week after week after week after
Yeah.
week.
And this was the game me and Jones drew in it.
What you mean y'all won? Oh, on the other side.
Yeah, I think the total rushing yards was like
5 something.
5 something. 5 something or whatever like that. But it was like, should we know whoever had the most rushing yards out of me and him was gonna win that game. I think he finished with like 197 or something like that.
Jones Drew was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold, tough.
It's crazy because I was just me and Lindell just going at it back and forth on Murph podcast. He talking about with the Florida and the USC thing. I'm like, boy, Texas beat y'all. How that? How you like the Vince Young?
I love it. So this was another play that the trap player again. It was the same play that I scored against Texas when I threw the lineman. So it's the same play I come through the line. And a lot of people used to say that that I couldn't break tackles. Not that I couldn't break tackles, I couldn't run nobody over.
Right.
So this was my first moment where I actually came through, ran somebody over and kept going.
Was that intentional? You had that in the back of your head, so you was like, let me go make a statement? Or it just happened organically?
It just happened. I came through the line. I ain't have time to give them no move or make them miss or nothing. So it's just like first nature. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have time. Like, if I'd had time, I would have given them a move and wouldn't have scored.
Going into this year, did you know you were going to have a big year? Or is it one of those things, receiver goes for 1,700 yards, running back goes over 2,000, quarterback throws for 45 touchdowns. Is it just happens? Or was it one of those things like, oh no, the offensive line, they paid, they healthy, they good, right?
I think I was in the groove. Like, the first time when I got, like, the whole offense was that playoff game versus the Ravens, and I ended up getting hurt. So going into training camp, Heimerdinger called me in the office and he was like, hey man, I know y'all was doing the smash and dash and all that. He was like, this shit's gonna be all you. So when he gave me the keys to the offense, I'm like, sure, I gotta do what I gotta do. And then that year I had 1,200, and then I had 800. So offensive line been doing a good job, but I knew I had the opportunity to do it.
Oh, so you just looked at the numbers. The math was
mathing
up.
Yeah, it was mathing up. I'm like, shoot, our lineman, our lineman doing a good job. I think I got a shot.
So we got a couple minutes. Go ahead.
I went for 1,200 sharing carries.
Right.
So yeah, I know.
All right, Chris, a lot of people don't know, like, people hear the sophomore slump, but bro, you don't understand, this your second year in the league.
Right.
Going for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
Not the fifth year and the sixth year like most people who, sees it and know how to take care of their bodies, bro. You in your second year in the league as a sophomore running back going for 2,000. Is that the youngest?
Yeah, I was the youngest to do it. It was crazy. Like, it's a gift and a curse, because when you come in the league and you do that thing, you like, man, the league this easy. But like, shoot, when they start watching film on you and you the only one starting, they got a whole off season to stop you. You get harder, but you gotta train harder, watch more film, do all those type of things. But
is this a career-changing season for you? Like, what happened after this year from a business standpoint, from a celebrity standpoint? Is there any stories you can tell us?
Just basically, like, after this year, like, you go from a guy to, like, you the best in the league. Like, when you mentioned Payne Manning, Tom Brady, like, you out there with them. Like, MVP talks, all that. Like, it's career-changing, money-wise, business-wise, everything. Like you said earlier, like, I was on the cover of the Power Sports Illustrated. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, because we was talking about this yesterday. I'm glad you're talking about, like, the business side. And you West Orlando, you coming out, you Florida boy. Like, when you hit that level, because you done hit you up there talking like Lamar Jackson right now. Like, did they try to make you change your image up?
Only thing they tried, they didn't. Like, before I got drafted, some people said something to me, but I never did it. But I'm sure if I was a quarterback, it probably was definitely some talks like that.
Okay.
Shoot, I tried. There was a couple of conversations that I was like, yo, bro, you just went for 2,000. Like, why don't you take the goals out? Why don't you? That's how I was. Like, I be calling he institutionalized now. I was the institutionalized one. He's so institutionalized.
He said probably if I was a quarterback.
You don't know?
What did he just say? He said probably if I was a quarterback. Yeah. Because that position holds way more weight than a receiver or a running back. Right. You're allowed to have dreads and go, but not at quarterback, not an incoming rookie quarterback.
But the reality is, I truly believe this. If you didn't have goals and dreads, you probably, especially after this year, you got more deals.
But what now
now things have changed because of people like you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, even that year, what deal did I get?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm just talking about
That's my thing, right? You ain't have to change up nothing. Why you gotta water down yourself to do whatever coming?
But that was the mindset back then.
That's just like Marshawn Lynch. He ain't changed nothing up.
In retrospect, I wish I would have just been me. Like, there was times I was too in my head and probably I had to because I got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I was more in my head.
Right.
You know, he was trying to clean up an image more than trying to be. You know what I mean?
Right. So all y'all youngins out there, be yourself, but at the same time, you know, know that like opportunities is big, and if you have a year like this or a game like this, it could totally change the course of your career on the field and off the field. So make sure you're moving correctly.
All right.
I would say San Fran.
It's probably one of my favorite plays ever. Like, not this play, but I'm saying the counter was like my favorite play to run. Gap scheme.
Why?
It's just simple. The either the guard or the fullback come around and block. It ain't rocket science. You ain't gotta read it. You block them in or you block them out, and you just hit the hole. Like old school football.
Mm-hmm. And you doing this against a stout D, I think Patrick Willis, Hall of Famer on the other side.
Yeah, all them boys was there.
Let me ask you a question. Patrick Willis just went in the Hall of Fame. Are you a Hall of Famer?
I know I am.
Yeah, speak about it.
Like, how do you have arguably the best season as a running back in that Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
Like the best season ever.
Well, some people look at like the body of work, the whole career.
You look at the body of work, I had 6 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
At a running back.
Yeah.
And then also just, you know, I had to get a little messy. You know, I like T-Todd. I like T-Todd. But Gale Sayers went in. How many yards did he have, Bezo?
40-something hundred?
Yeah, 40-something hundred, and Gale Sayers went in.
TD had like 6 or 7.
Right, and you had 8.
I mean 9.
Yeah,
like I'm almost
9,
at 10.
65
Yeah.
or something like that.
So are you gonna get in?
Why you shouldn't be in there.
Hopefully so.
I want to do this thing we gotta get back, but I'm gonna do this thing where like, cause media, they're the ones that got votes.
Right.
Well, we media. So we should be voting. I want to do campaigns.
but
Asante Samuel should be in. Chris Johnson should be in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We gonna get you in.
Should be in?
This about you.
No, for real. Do you think you should be in?
Yeah.
Why you think so?
I mean,
think
the number.
you should. I'm just saying.
I mean, and it's hard, right? Because it's just my body of work.
Right.
It's like I feel like my career is almost like an artist where you may not enjoy this album, that album, but when you look at it and you see the catalog, it's like, damn, he had how many yards? How many touchdowns?
Right.
You won't know unless you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have a year like Calvin or Julio.
Yeah.
I never was the guy. You know what I'm saying? I was in conversation at times. So
But if you talk about receivers, you have to bring your name up, right?
yeah, well, they don't.
But I'm saying you have to, the real people who know football.
Yeah, you gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. If you talk about running backs, you have to bring me
I
up.
don't know if this is a good analogy, but I think, Brandon, your career remind me like a Kanye. Because you see Kanye in the news for everything but what he's known for. But, bro, when you go and cut on College Dropout and all, like,
Yeah,
what,
you
Kanye
enjoy it.
was a fool.
You
enjoy
You
it.
know what I mean?
I like that.
They go,
Wow,
enjoy
I don't
watching your
I don't like you
film.
talking about Kanye.
Yeah. Not the person, not the character,
Yeah,
but just like, you know,
yeah,
people
that's
forget.
I was
like,
getting in
why
trouble.
he's
Yeah,
that great.
right.
You know,
Even like bro though,
They're
because
gonna treat you like T.O.
Right,
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna treat you.
like T.O.
But you'll forget how great he was because you get
gotta
caught
go
up
back
in
and-
all the other
yeah,
stuff.
you gotta
that
go
the
back
media
and look
portrays
into
of
it.
the people. Bro, when you listen to like some of Kanye old stuff, you be like,
bro,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
That's
like,
like,
I ain't gonna lie,
I'll
I
take
just
that.
did something like that. Like me and my dogs, we were talking about like who give me your top five receivers. Who's your top 5 receivers? Now you gonna go through it, you gonna put Randy in there, you gonna put Jerry in there. Now you gotta go and look if I wanna put Fitz in there, am I gonna put Julio in there? You know what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying? I gotta put AB, gotta fit in there. You know what I'm saying?
But then you gonna mention, you still got.
Man, but listen, but then when they get down there to them last 2, we gotta go and look at, hold on, boy, Brandon Marshall, boy. You know what I'm saying? Boy, B. Marsh did a lot of shit in that league, like, you know what I'm saying? Once they get that out of the way, now we gotta go and do our research, who we gonna put in there. And that's the same thing for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker be seeing talking about these running backs, a motherfucker come in here and talk about, what the name is, Bo Jackson.
Right.
You done did way more than Bo Jackson.
Right,
You
yeah,
get what I'm saying?
Because if you don't name guys in this era, like if you name Fitz and Andre Johnson, you gotta name them.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't. If you name AP, you gotta
name
him.
him.
Ain't no way around it. You
Yeah.
have
That's
to
what I'm
name
saying,
these people,
but-
right?
Yeah.
And then it's a generation too. Like you talk about, 10 years that you're in the league. Who was the faces of the running back position? You, AP, and who else?
Who else was it?
Yeah,
Jones
Jones
Jones was one of those guys.
Who was the other
A
one?
lot of the guys that people forget about, Steven Jackson.
But Steven, I put Steven before you though.
Yeah.
He
was
wasn't
cold,
the
though.
same.
He don't be talked about, but
Yeah,
he was cold.
he was
Yeah, he
cold.
was cold.
Was
Yeah.
it 7 years, over 1,000 yards, 8 years, something like
You
that?
got Matt Forte was pretty good.
Yeah, Matt Forte was your era. See,
Yeah.
I put
Aaron
Matt,
Foster
those guys.
Aaron
Aaron
Foster
Foster
was
was
a
a
goon.
definitely.
Yeah.
But with all of that, if I had to
Jamal
rank
Charles.
that era, Jamal Charles. But I had to rank that era, I'll have APU.
Where?
He say what?
Bro, AP.
Now go ahead, give 5. Give 5. Top 5 running back.
Yeah,
Give your 5, B. Give your 5, B. Hey, you would say what? Hold on, no particular order.
He really. You over AP?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, film don't lie, numbers don't lie. I think it's taste though. Like, you know what I mean? You got AP, bruiser,
Yeah.
and then it was like,
But he had no finesse
but
too.
we, and then media push. You came in and gave something different. I guess you're gonna make me think about it a little bit. But right now I gotta go with AP. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go AP. Then you
Why though?
look
That's
at
how I
them.
look. See, I feel like AP. I feel like Chris made it look too easy. So it was like it's hard to respect
making me
because, but he
think
wasn't
right
getting
now.
touched.
Yeah.
AP was doing backyard
Man,
football.
so
Yeah,
it
he
looked
giving
better
yes,
'cause he
that's
like,
what I'm going
looked
off
like
of.
he was earning it, and Chris
Yeah.
made it look so easy
Okay,
that
if you look at after the first 10 years, what season did he have? That was
After
great?
10 years?
Yeah, after 10.
That's hard. I feel like
But I'm just saying,
for y'all to play
it's
longer.
just about opportunity. You go in there and wrestle 500-600 in a year. You the starter.
Oh, so you're saying take away those almost like what they call it, garbage minutes in
Yeah.
basketball
Look at
and look
him.
at the numbers.
Who better, him and Barry?
Barry. I see where you going with it. That's the
Yeah. Him got more yards.
way more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to the film real quick. We got like 2 more minutes. Hey,
He
you
was at the Cardinals with 500
and
yards.
AP should be up in a
400
year.
yards.
It's a conversation.
AP gonna go first ballot.
He gonna go first ballot.
You know that it's already written.
I feel like AP
It's
be
already
go
written.
first ballot. I think AP go first ballot. Also, that what helped him is he was a superstar since high school.
Yeah.
So,
I was just gonna say that, bro.
College,
Yeah.
NFL, like
Yeah,
Chris
He
just
always
came
did
and-
his thing.
Yeah.
High school,
Chris came from ECU.
college, NFL. He lived up to the hype.
So
He
so
came
right
from
now in
Oklahoma.
that era, what I hear you saying is you wholeheartedly believe that you were the top running back.
Yes. I went for 2,500 yards, man. Ain't nobody ever did that.
The other 8, nobody ever did that.
No.
That's black and white. That's black and white. I don't even know if we need to finish the rest of the film.
That's numbers.
That's
Numbers. This is a stat league.
Hold on,
Numbers don't
All
lie.
right, before this next play, bro, I see 132 rush yards, 2 TD. That's impressive, but what's more impressive is 9 catches for 100 yards.
Yeah. AP wasn't doing that.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
AP wasn't doing that.
Hey,
Hey, listen, that's the show. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of these clips from 2009 and also give us your thoughts. Get in the comments and let us know What you guys think? Let the debate. Let's start the
That boy
debate.
said AP wasn't doing that.
He said AP wasn't doing that. So here is the debate. Get down in the comments, like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Peace.